Have you been touched, spoken to, or treated in a way that made you feel deeply uncomfortable while at your workplace or doing work-related tasks outside of your workplace? The 108th International Labour Conference thought about you and demanded that you're protected from this kind of treatment. In June 2019, the 108th International Labour Conference adopted the Convention 190 on violence and harassment in the work world. The Convention defines violence and harassment in the work world as a range of unacceptable behaviors and practices or threats of unacceptable behavior and practices, whether once or repeated, that aim at, result in, or are likely to result in physical, psychological, sexual, or economic harm. It also includes gender-based violence. Furthermore, the Convention recognizes that violence and harassment in the work affects the quality of work as well as private and public service delivery. It also prevents people, particularly women, from accessing, remaining in, and advancing in the work world. The Convention also emphasizes the need for a work culture based on mutual respect and dignity of the human being, and therefore a need to create a zero tolerance to violence and harassment in the work world. What you need to know. The Convention expands the definition of violence and harassment in the work world to cover one-time occurrences. Harassment was traditionally looked at as repeated behavior, but the Convention recognizes a one-time occurrence as harassment. What is the world of work? According to the Convention, the world of work is not just your office. It's places a worker is paid, takes a rest break or a meal, or uses sanitary washing and changing facilities. The world of work is also work-related trips, travel, trainings, events, and social activities, as well as employer-provided accommodation and when commuting to and from work. Any harassment and violence that happens in any of these scenarios is regarded as violence and harassment in the world of work. Who can be affected by violence and harassment in the world of work? It's not just contractual employees. The Convention stretches the persons who can be affected to cover volunteers, persons whose contracts have been terminated, job workers, job applicants, and other people exercising the authority, duties, or responsibilities of an employer. To what sectors does the Convention apply? Private and public sector, in the formal and informal economy, in rural and in urban areas. What needs to be done? The Convention needs to be ratified, signed, and given formal consent so it can be binding. The special thing about the Convention is that we need only 2 countries to ratify it to become binding. When 2 countries ratify, the Convention will come into force for any member country 12 months after ratification is registered. So, demand that your political leaders ratify the Convention and create a world of work that is free of violence and harassment. For more information about the Convention 190, visit www.ilo.org.